My last one is the one that I just heard recently, and I think it goes up there with the bag joke. But anyway, it is a little risque. In fact, it's a little more than risque, but I'm going to tell it anyway. Except my granddaughter and my grandson in the back have got to close their ears. This couple is having financial trouble, and the husband comes to the wife one day and he says, honey, I'm afraid you're going to have to get a job. And she says, a job? She says, I haven't worked in 10 years. She says, I wouldn't even know what I'm capable of doing. He says, I've got it all worked out, honey. You're so good in bed, you're going to be a prostitute. He says, now I know you're crazy. He says, no. He says, I've got it all worked out. He's going to ask $100. And I'll show you everything you have to do. He says, I'm going to take you down to 14th and New York Avenue. He says, and I'm going to stand on the corner, pretend I'm reading a newspaper. And if you have any troubles whatsoever, you just run over to me and ask me, and I'll tell you the answer. So after a long discussion and everything, she finally says yes. He takes her down to 14th and New York Avenue, and he goes and stands by a trash can under a light, with his paper. And he says, don't forget, ask her $100. So she's standing there and finally this car pulls up and he says, hi, cutie, how much? And she says, $100. And he says, I've only got $60. She says, hold on a minute. She runs down to the corner to ask her husband. She says, somebody just pulled up and he's only got $60. He says, you tell him you can only give him a blowjob for $60. So she says, okay. And she runs back to the car. She leans in the car. She says, for $60, I can only do a blowjob. He thinks a minute. He says, okay. She gets in the car, and he unzips the zipper, and takes it out. She says, hold on, wait a minute. She runs out of the car, runs down to her husband. She says, can you lend me $40?